The March on Washington, the collapse of the Berlin Wall, the moon landing, landmark headlines that have shaped and defined our history. But what if the media missed something? What if I told you that pop culture has managed to miss the single greatest headline of all time?
If it were established that an unborn fetus is a person within the protection of the 14th Amendment, you would have almost an impossible case here.
I would have a very difficult case.
Certainly would.
What if I told you that the entire 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling was built upon faulty scientific understanding of when human life begins? That Roe v. Wade is predicated on the false idea that what is conceived in the womb is not human life? Well, now we know different. And yet somehow, even though we know life begins at conception, the media has managed to miss it. Even consider what the word abortion betrays. You can't abort something that has never begun, in this case, human life. There simply is no debate anymore. What if I took this a step further and told you that Indiana law already has confirmation of life beginning at conception? What if I told you that all that was necessary to save these living babies is for the Indiana legislature to merely protect the life it already acknowledged has begun? In other words, protection from conception.
The code is there, but Indiana has failed to use it to stop abortion. Instead, they regulate it, which causes approximately 22 Hoosier babies to die every single day. It is time that Indiana understands that our legislators are not doing all they can to stop abortion in our state.
We know what is conceived is human life. They know what is conceived is human life. Little children know what is conceived is human life. And yet, despicably, we continue to permit the legalized, intentional killing of human life. But there's a movement growing in Indiana to rise up and say no more. What if I told you that courageous leaders are now coming forward to protect Indiana's unborn, and that you can be part of this historic effort this year?
It's time to bring the Roe v. Wade era to its logical conclusion. In the upcoming legislative session, I'll be introducing a bill to treat unborn babies like other human beings. My goal is to deregulate abortion right out of existence in Indiana. I urge you to contact your state representative and your state senator and ask them to support the Protection at Conception bill.
The filing of a Protection at Conception bill in Indiana would dismantle abortion, and here's the best part, by using the Supreme Court's own language coupled with Indiana's own code. This is the strongest pro-life bill you can imagine.
Hoosiers for Life is not only asking legislators to vote for this bill, but to get involved by being a voice for the voiceless. Leadership will hear this bill, and we will have a hearing if they hear from you. Men and women of valor that have been put into this position for a time such as this, we ask you, Indiana legislators, to get involved and to stand firm for the preborn.
So what's the coming headline? Abortion is illegal. This can be the generation that finally stops the killing. This can be the generation that stops abortion, that stops regulating murder and just stops murder. Constitutionally, morally, ethically, scientifically, medically, the argument is over. All that's missing is our courage as a people to do the right thing. I'm ready. Are you? Find Hoosiers for Life on Facebook under Hoosier Babies. Donate to the cause, sign the petition that says every individual has the right to live, and don't stop praying.